and made my family disappear.
It's a holiday classic that never gets old. Every year, millions tune in to relive the unforgettable chaos, laughter, and heartwarming moments of a young boy left to defend his home. Home Alone became more than just a movie. It became a cherished memory for generations. But behind the scenes of the laughter and mischief, time has quietly passed. As the years rolled on, some of the faces that once brought joy to our screens have since left us. They made us laugh, they made us cry, and they brought unforgettable characters to life. From stern authority figures to quirky side characters, each actor played a part in making the movie the phenomenon it is today. But life is unpredictable, and the journey of time has taken its toll. While the film lives on, forever frozen in our memories and on our screens, the real lives behind those performances have come to a close for some. Whether they had leading roles or brief cameos, their contributions remain etched in cinematic history. In this video, we take a moment to reflect, honor, and remember. We will be looking at Home Alone actors that passed away. Number 1, John Hurt Jr., the man who played Peter McAllister, Kevin's frantic but loving father.
I'm gonna go down to the police station and make sure that they're doing everything in their power to find Kevin. I want you to stay here with Frank, Leslie, and the kid.
He was a key figure in the Home Alone legacy. With his mix of comedic timing and genuine emotion, Hurt brought heart and humor to the role of a father who accidentally leaves his son behind.
Funnily enough, we never lose our luggage.
Not once, but twice. Hurt wasn't just the dad from Home Alone. He was a seasoned actor with a powerful resume that included roles in Big, Beaches, Awakenings, and The Pelican Brief. He even earned an Emmy nomination for his gritty guest role as Detective Vin Makazian in The Sopranos. But behind the scenes, John Hurt's life was marked by highs and lows. A promising early career, personal struggles, and a sense of what might have been. In a candid 2008 interview, he admitted, "I dropped the ball. I think I could have done more with my career than I did. But that's okay. No sour grapes." On July 21st, 2017, Hurt was found dead in a California hotel room, just days after undergoing minor back surgery. The cause of death was cardiac arrest due to heart disease. He was 71 years old. Though he may be gone, John Hurt's portrayal of Peter McAllister lives on. A dad who taught us that even when families make mistakes, love always brings them back together. Rest in peace, John Hurt, the father of the most unforgettable Christmas movie of all time. Number 2, Eddie Bracken. Remember the kind-hearted toy store owner from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York? Bracken played Mr. Duncan, the kind-hearted owner of Duncan's Toy Chest, the magical toy store Kevin visits in New York. It's Mr. Duncan who teaches Kevin about giving, and whose store Kevin ultimately saves from being robbed by the Wet Bandits. Remember that handwritten note Kevin leaves behind with the donation money? That was for Mr. Duncan, played by none other than Eddie Bracken. But long before his role in Home Alone 2, Bracken was already a household name. Born in 1915 in Astoria, Queens, Eddie became famous in the 1940s, starring in classic comedies like The Miracle of Morgan's Creek and Hail the Conquering Hero. He had a unique flair for playing the awkward, lovable underdog, a style that made him one of the most recognizable comedic actors of his time. After a break from Hollywood, Bracken returned to the big screen in the 1980s and 90s, showing a new generation his timeless charisma. Alongside Home Alone 2, he appeared in National Lampoon's Vacation and Baby's Day Out. Sadly, Eddie Bracken passed away on November 14th, 2002, at the age of 87, just months after the death of his beloved wife of 63 years, Connie. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy, especially as the warm-hearted Mr. Duncan, continues to live on each Christmas. So, next time you rewatch Home Alone 2, take a moment to appreciate Eddie Bracken, not just for his role in the film, but for a career that spanned nearly a century of stage and screen magic. Number 3, John Candy. In Home Alone, 1990, he played Gus Polinski, the polka king of the Midwest.
You know, just polka, 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 polka.
He wasn't just comic relief. He was a lifeline for Kevin's frantic mother, Kate McAllister, played by Catherine O'Hara, as she desperately tried to make her way home to her son. It was Candy's character who offered her a ride in his polka band's rental van. The scenes between Candy and O'Hara were entirely improvised, a testament to his incredible talent and comedic instinct. It's a moment that's funny, sweet, and perfectly Candy. But behind that charm was a man who gave so much to his craft and struggled silently with his health. Born October 31st, 1950 in Ontario, Canada, John Candy became a comedy legend through SCTV and then rose to Hollywood fame in the 80s with hits like Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, and Cool Runnings. But it was his kindness off camera that people remember most. He was known for his generosity, warmth, and humility. Tragically, Candy passed away in 1994 at just 43 years old while filming Wagons East in Mexico. The cause was a heart attack, with contributing factors including weight struggles, family history of heart disease, and stress. His death shocked fans and colleagues around the world. Though his time in Home Alone was short, it captured everything people loved about him. His humor, his humanity, and that special spark that made any scene with John Candy feel like home. So the next time you watch Home Alone, take a moment when Gus Polinski shows up in that van. Smile, maybe laugh, and remember John Candy, a comedy legend gone too soon, but never forgotten. Number 4, Marion Seldes, a name that might not immediately ring a bell for casual Home Alone fans, but true film buffs will remember her haunting presence as one of the characters that added a subtle, eerie charm to the film. In Home Alone 3, Seldes played the role of Mrs. Hess, the grumpy but kind-hearted neighbor whose remote control accidentally ends up hiding a secret microchip. Her sharp wit and unmistakable elegance brought a dose of classic theatrical gravitas to the movie, even as its plot veered into high-tech hijinks. But Marion Seldes wasn't just a one-time film actress. She was a towering figure of the American stage. With a career that spanned over 6 decades, she earned 5 Tony Award nominations and won the coveted award in 1967 for her performance in A Delicate Balance. She lit up Broadway in productions like Equus, Death Trap, and Deuce, and was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame in 1995. In 2010, she was honored with a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement. Born in Manhattan in 1928 to a family steeped in culture and creativity, Marion was destined for the arts. But her life wasn't without hardship. Her first marriage ended in violence, a painful chapter she rarely spoke about. Still, she found peace and partnership in her later marriage to playwright Garson Kanin. Marion Seldes passed away on October 6, 2014, at the age of 86. While her cause of death was never officially disclosed, a controversial 2017 documentary revealed the heartbreaking truth of her final years: a slow, devastating decline into dementia. Yet, despite her struggles, Marion left behind a legacy of grace, strength, and an unforgettable presence both on stage and on screen. A true legend whose brief role in Home Alone 3 is just a tiny glimpse into a lifetime of brilliance. Number 5, Robert Scott Blossom, born on March 25, 1924, in New Haven, Connecticut. He was much more than just Old Man Marley, the snow-shoveling neighbor who was rumored to be a serial killer but turned out to be a lonely grandfather just trying to reconnect with his family. His touching moment in the church with young Kevin and his heroic rescue with a snow shovel are unforgettable parts of Home Alone's magic. But Blossom's career stretched far beyond that holiday classic. He was a celebrated character actor, often cast in eccentric, intense roles. In the 1974 horror film Deranged, he played a chilling killer inspired by Ed Gein. He also had standout roles in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, The Great Gatsby, Escape from Alcatraz, and The Last Temptation of Christ. Before Hollywood, Blossom served in World War II, studied at Harvard, and even trained as a therapist. His early acting days took root in Cleveland, where he performed at local theaters before moving to New York City. There, he scraped by doing odd jobs, including bundling feathers for hats, all while chasing his passion for the stage and screen. Later in life, Blossom found peace in poetry. After retiring from acting in the late 90s, he moved to Berkeley, California, devoting his time to writing. He eventually settled in Santa Monica, where he spent his final days. Roberts Blossom passed away on July 8, 2011, at the age of 87 due to cerebrovascular disease. He died in a nursing home, quietly and peacefully, leaving behind a legacy of roles that made audiences feel something: fear, awe. In the case of Home Alone, a warm reminder not to judge a book by its cover. So the next time you watch Home Alone, remember, Old Man Marley wasn't just a character. He was brought to life by a truly remarkable man. Number 6, Billy Bird. Born in Pocatello, Idaho, Billy Bird's life story is one of resilience and incredible talent. At just 8 years old, she was discovered while living in an orphanage. From there, her journey into showbiz began. As a child, she lit up the stage in vaudeville acts, including the renowned King Sisters, and later transitioned into theater and cabaret. Her charm and comedic timing eventually led her to success in television and film, where she became a familiar face across generations. Fans of Home Alone will remember Billy Bird for her brief but heartwarming role as the elderly woman sitting next to John Candy's character on the airport van. Though she had only a few lines, her presence added that signature warmth and humor the film is known for. Billy's career spanned over 6 decades, including appearances in popular TV shows like Cheers, The Golden Girls, and Designing Women. She had a natural ability to deliver laughs while also pulling on the heartstrings, often playing sweet, feisty elderly women who left a lasting impression. Sadly, Billy Bird passed away in 2002 at the age of 94. Her legacy lives on through the joy she brought to audiences both on stage and screen. Whether making us laugh or simply warming our hearts, Billy Bird was truly one of a kind. Number 7, Bill Irwin. He played the grumpy airline passenger seated next to Kevin's mom, Kate McAllister, on a frantic flight back to Chicago. Though his screen time was brief, Irwin's annoyed and unimpressed expressions perfectly captured the chaos of the moment. And, true to form, he stole the scene with just a few lines and a masterclass in character acting. Born William Lindsay Irwin on December 2nd, 1914, in Honey Grove, Texas, Bill wasn't just another Hollywood face. He held a journalism degree from the University of Texas at Austin and later earned a master's in theater arts from the prestigious Pasadena Playhouse. He also proudly served as a captain in the United States Army Air Forces during World War II. His acting career was nothing short of remarkable. With over 250 television and film credits, Irwin became a household face, if not always a household name. He was Emmy-nominated for his unforgettable guest role as Sid Fields, the cranky old man on Seinfeld. He also appeared in iconic shows like I Love Lucy and Star Trek: The Next Generation, and portrayed the gentle bellman Arthur Beale in the cult classic Somewhere in Time, 1980. Beyond the screen, Irwin was a self-taught cartoonist, with work published in The New Yorker and Playboy. He was also a celebrated stage actor, honored with multiple awards, including the Los Angeles Drama Critics Circle Award and the Gilmore Brown Award for Career Achievement. Bill Irwin passed away from natural causes on December 29, 2010, at the age of 96 in Studio City, California, not far from where Seinfeld was filmed. He was a family man, married to Fran McLaughlin Irwin for nearly 5 decades, with whom he had 4 children. Though his role in Home Alone was small, Bill Irwin's legacy in Hollywood is anything but. He was a master of the craft, a scene stealer, and a reminder that even the smallest roles can leave the biggest impressions.